Hi, welcome back. I'm Sudhi Khan, Director of User Experience at Neuron. And today I'm going to talk about innovation. And when people ask me about innovation and how to best innovate, I always say when looking at a designer or a design team, it is the process that matters. Sometimes people will ask me, they'll say, Sudhi, have you done a sports medicine website? Because we're really looking for someone who knows that. And I'll say, well, no, I've done medicine. I've done things that are sports related, but not particularly sports medicine. And to me, it's kind of the same as asking an architect, well, have you designed a two-story house that has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths? Maybe, maybe not. But if I spent, for example, my whole career working in one vertical, becoming an expert on one thing, I might know that space really, really well. But I've found that working across different areas, working across different mediums has really helped me, so that having a wider breadth has allowed me to become a better designer. So for example, if you're looking for someone to execute a WordPress website and you know what you want, it makes sense to find someone who's done it before, maybe done it several times before. But when I hear that someone has done, for example, or a consultancy has done 1,000 or 2,000 UX projects, you have to realize that they're clearly using templates, and often, they get into that cycle of just sort of repeating and duplicating and doing the same thing over and over. That's the only way to produce that amount of work, just physically. So when looking to truly innovate, I look at a process, and the first thing I ask is to a designer or firm, what is your process? What are the steps that you take when designing from first principle? How do you start to gather requirements? What sort of research do you do? And then I also always, as I said before, consider the breadth of their experience. I know in my experience, I've been able to take things from the military world and apply them to the automotive world. Because think about driving a car. That is a dynamically changing environment. The road, the cars, the lights are constantly changing in front of you. You need absolute situational awareness. Sound familiar? Well, if it does, you probably know quite a bit about designing for military, because they're very much the same. They're both mission critical, and there are a lot of things that I can apply to the automotive space that I learned from the military space and so on. So to find out more about our process at Neuron, and to maybe help hone your own process as a UX designer, take a look at our series on developing a UX architectural guide, where we go through, at least in part, a lot of our process. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care.